Yes, you see, sometimes let's say the success have thousands of fathers, while failure is an orphan.
Yeah.
And sometimes, uh, if you are successful during your first year in business, then in order for you to maintain that consistency the second year, you must, find a way of being better than your first year. And then you study your first year, you plug the loopholes, and then you keep what makes it work for you, and then you give away what does not make it work for you. And then you get what will make you better and add to what you have. So that's what we are taught in business and in any organization, how to move organization forward in effective leadership and in our leadership training. So I'm surprised that the foundation that kept these guys, that gave these guys the league last season, all of a sudden, everything was, thrown away, and then they went out of their way to go and spend a hell of a money, 400 million, over 400 million euros, you know, to buy a Ekitike, to sign Alexander Isak, to sign Kakes, to sign Frimpong, and who knows who, Madvashivli, Mamad Dashivli, that's the goalkeeper that's the Georgian keeper. So now, all of a sudden, Liverpool are now buying what they did not even need. Because all we understand is stick to what works for you.
Yes.
Now, a coach that suddenly won the Premier League last season, these guys, this team now, they're not losing for fun. Because if you
four straight
defeat in a row in the league, you've lost 12 points straight up.
No, you don't even
straight up. You've lost one. Exactly. Why Man you have won? Is it 9 points straight up?
Yes.
Liverpool have lost 12 points straight down. As in, it's a free fall. I don't know if you live in an environment where they have a mango tree. Have you ever seen a monkey trying to get one ripe mango at the edge and it fell off and it's trying to hold on to a leaf, and then he couldn't make it? It was a free fall. Or have you ever seen anyone falling from a mango tree? Man, it's dangerous. As in, it's scary, and they fall. The noise it makes is so loud. Honestly, the fall of Liverpool has been so loud. If you watch even the few games they won, remember the first game against Bournemouth, they struggled to win that game. You saw that game against Newcastle, that last minute victory that Rio Ngumoha, that small boy, came and gave them. It has always been on the edge. Liverpool have not won convincingly this season, beating a team 1-2-3-0, and then it ends that way. They have been conceding goals. It's been a scrappy win, and the bubble have burst, and they have lost 4 straight games in the season. Where do you think this thing will go if it continues like this? Do you think the coach will stay?
Well, when this coach came, that, like we said in the other episode, when this coach came, he inherited a very good team.
From Jurgen Klopp,
that freshly won a Champions League and a Premier League, and then they were doing very well. So he came in, he inherited it, and then he won Premier League straight. Okay, instead of even though every coach wants to build their own team, play to their own philosophy of football, but you don't come and then sell all the players that won all this league, won these championships for the club and for you. Okay, now I wonder why a player like Luis Diaz was sold. Okay, unfortunately for the football world, we lost Diogo Jota. Yes, that is natural.
That's natural,
Why would you sell a player like Luis Diaz? You sell, not just Luis Diaz, you sell all these guys, and then you bought in players that this is Premier League. Most players coming from, I'm not making excuses for Liverpool, but I'm saying this might be the reason why they are struggling, and that does not mean that as they are struggling now, they might not bounce back later, but it might take time. And the Premier League clubs doesn't the fans don't like waiting.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the manager might get sacked not because the owners want to sack you, but the fans,
the pressure because Nottingham Forest is an example. 2 coaches have been fired so far. This is the third coach. Just 9 matches played so far.
You see, from the fans and from the media.
Yeah.
Especially the media.
Yeah.
They can get you fired before the coach, the club will even decide itself. So for me, I think if Liverpool Ancelotti is a coach, there should be something that he should do. He has to bring these boys back on track, because I believe that if he keep losing the way he's losing freely without struggle, maybe 2 or 3 matches. If you don't win if you don't do anything in these 2 or 3 matches, I'm 100% sure he's going.
Unfortunately, they are playing. I'm very sure they are playing Crystal Palace again. In Carabao. That's on Tuesday or Wednesday. They are playing Crystal Palace.
And the last one they played the league, they lost.
Exactly.
We said it here. We said it on one of the episodes. They lost. There is 110% chances that they will still lose this one.
In fact, just look at your screen. You will see the admin of Crystal Palace. You see what they post there. They are happy playing Liverpool. Just read it. You see it. They are happy. They are just a Liverpool. We are here again.
And they are their customers.
Exactly. So right now, if Liverpool lose this game, then weekend they are playing Aston Villa this weekend.
Can you imagine?
And this is the same Aston Villa that beat Manchester City. And then after which you have a Champions League match against Real Madrid at Anfield. So these are the three matches they have right now.
That's terrible.
So now, if he attempt to reshuffle his team, he's definitely going to lose to Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Because even the full strength team, Crystal Palace might even beat them. So if you reshuffle it and they lost to Crystal Palace, if by weekend they don't get result against Aston Villa, it will affect the morale going into their match against Madrid. And from what I see, if Madrid come visiting, with the way Liverpool are playing, Madrid will take the comfortable win away from them at Anfield.
Considering what they play against Barcelona.
Exactly.
If Xabi Alonso doesn't make any mistake, like what he did against Barca.
Exactly, and their players keep coming back from injury. They are recovering players.
Yes, now, which is an advantage. So if this Liverpool issue is not peculiar to them.
It's not funny. But with the way things are going,
it's coming at the wrong time.
Exactly.
These are guys that last season were on fire.
Exactly.
Beating people at will. But now,
just like you said, the sale of that Diaz was a bad. It was a bad deal. The guy was not pushing to leave. He wanted to stay. All you need to do was to add more money for him, make him comfortable. He will play he can play as a first 9. He can play you as a winger. Both sides of the wing. Yes. He can do so many things.
He's so dynamic that guy is very valuable. I was surprised when I saw that Liverpool sanctioned the guys with their sell, and I was asking, if you are selling this guy, who are you bringing in to replace him? What if the person doesn't work, doesn't click into the team? This is Premier League, and many people keep making these mistakes. You think a player is playing very well in a particular league, and then you have 100% sure in such a player that they are coming here to succeed at the first instance. That's a gamble you are taking, and now that is what is taking to Liverpool. Look at Kekes.
Yeah.
Look at
do you know
Isak has been playing in England
right now. He's struggling. He's injured again.
Which is very terrible.
Exactly. He's
very terrible news for
he came in. He wasn't fit. He was struggling for fitness. Now he's injured. He's out now.
Making the whole situation worse.
Now, Ekitike, due to the recent happening, the guy have lost form. The guy have lost form. So, Florian Wirtz, after spending a record 120 million, in fact, the guy is not even showing. It's better they would have just signed Justin Kluivert from Bournemouth. You understand? Because by the time you watch those guys play in Bournemouth have a way of replacing their players. That you buy this one, they produce another. You buy this one, they bring another. Exactly. All of them keep performing. They keep performing. Look at this guy they sold, Wango Atara, that they sold to Brentford. That guy is balling and scoring in Brentford. But they got him replaced without noise.
See, it is now beginning to come out clear that Ancelotti did not even know what he was doing. And in fact, let me forgive me, but as it stands now, the man is clueless. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to turn.
He doesn't know where to turn
because you can't lose
at
today,
a
lose
point,
tomorrow.
he was playing Sloboslai and McAllister and Gravenberch in that this thing midfield. All of a sudden now, I'm no longer seeing McAllister in that midfield.
He's benching him.
Okay, now let me even tell you, Gravenberch is currently injured. So Liverpool now, I don't know how they are going to navigate Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace will be that same thing that players now. Crystal Palace will go. See, winning the Carabao is a big thing for Crystal Palace than Liverpool. Yes. So they'll come all out to make sure that they knock Liverpool out. And that game is happening at Anfield. The match against Aston Villa is happening at Anfield. The match against Real Madrid is happening at Anfield. So imagine a moral blow that it will be to Liverpool losing to Crystal Palace before the visit of Aston Villa, and then Real Madrid will come visiting.
If the Liverpool coach just have to do one thing, he should make sure that he has dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's before these games are lined up like this, because these are the games that will define
the moment,
season. And these are the games. These are the games that will define these 3 games will determine his future.
Exactly.
So he should better know exactly what to do. At least win 2 or 1.
Exactly, and draw one. Yeah.
And even if you lose 1, okay, he has tried now. I speak like 4 points out of 6, out of 9. But when you lose you lose against Palace,
then you manage to win against
Madrid. No, it's not acceptable. The media will make sure that you are fired, and he's proving them right, because he's not even acting as if he knows what he's doing.
Exactly. Because by the time they spend that 400 million, somebody was saying, Liverpool, they are so shrewd with their signing that they knew what they want.
How?
No, listen, now that they knew what they want, so they just went there and spent the money and picked those quality of players and put into their team.
You can't be spending hefty amount of money on players and you call it shrewd. Okay, I can tell you with clubs that are shrewd in business, like Brighton, they will go. They are shrewd businessmen. They will go there and get a player maybe like around 50,000.
Yeah, 15 million, or even 10 million. Yeah, 10 million.
They will come back and you will see wonders.
Yeah,
that's shrewd business. Now you coughing out 130 million pounds on one player.
120. Another one 90.
Another one 65. Now that is a bad business. Okay, when it was Chelsea, the media were like people like Carragher was everywhere speaking English. Now you can't even hear him say.
No, he's not saying that the new players have not gel.
Then he should buy gel for them so that they will gel now. Okay, now it comes to his club now. They have not gel.
So if you are just drop us a comment, tell us what you think about Liverpool. Do you see them coming out of this conundrum, or do you think the free fall will continue? Don't forget to subscribe. AR Sports. Want to tell 10 to tell others. Thank you.
We're here for you.
Love you.
In-depth analysis.